Welcome. Good afternoon. I'm Kimber McCarthy, the City Manager of Mountain View. Thank you for joining us today at the dedication and ribbon cutting of this amazing Cuesta Park Fitness Center. So we all know that parks are essential to creating vibrant communities. They offer people a place to enjoy nature, stay active, and connect with others. They also contribute to public health, environmental sustainability, and the overall well-being of our neighborhoods. With this in mind, we're excited to celebrate today's dedication of a space designed to enhance community wellness and provide even more opportunities for outdoor fitness and recreation. To begin, I would like to recognize our City Council members, Mayor Pat Showalter, Vice Mayor Lisa Matichak, Councilmember Margaret Abekoga, Councilmember Allison Hicks, Councilmember Ellen Kamei, Councilmember Lucas Ramirez, and Councilmember Emily Ann Ramos. I'd now like to welcome our Mayor, Pat Showalter, to the podium.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm so happy to be here, and thank you, Kimbra. One of my favorite things is opening parks. I was at St. Joseph's Elementary School the other day, and they asked me what was my favorite thing to do as mayor, and I said, cut ribbons for parks. And because I thought, for elementary school kids, what could be a better introduction to their city than their park? Maybe the library. Anyway, but as I get started, I'd like to recognize our Parks and Rec Commission members. The commission's support and input led to success of all our park projects, including this Cuesta Park Fitness Center. So we have with us Chair Sandy Summer. Thank you. Vice Chair Jonathan Davis. Thank you. Ronit Bryant. There you are. Welcome. Steve Filios. Hi, Steve. And Joe Mitchner. They work tirelessly on all things related to parks and also now on biodiversity. So today's ribbon cutting ceremony marks the culmination of a journey that began in 2018. It was inspired by the success of the Ringsdorf Park fitness area. City staff explored additional park locations in the city that would benefit from an outdoor exercise cluster. Cuesta Park was identified as a prime location for such an amenity. Recognizing the potential for collaboration, staff engaged El Camino Hospital, whose mission aligns closely with the project's goals. After discussing timelines, cost estimates, and site selection, El Camino Health agreed to partner with the city on this important initiative. Thank you so much for that. The design phase commenced in late 2019, involving collaboration between outdoor fitness equipment manufacturers and El Camino Health. The COVID pandemic did create some project delays, but the resulting design features 10 pieces of fitness equipment capable of accommodating up to 38 users at once, ensuring broad accessibility and enjoyment. The success of this project is attributed to the generous contribution of $150,000 from El Camino Health toward the design and construction. Additional support was provided by a $20,000 grant from the California Parks and Recreation Society's 75th Anniversary Fitness Grant, and the remainder funded by the city's Parkland Dedication Fund. This fitness center is a true reflection of the collaboration and community engagement that made this possible. Thank you to all who contributed and to everyone here today for joining us in this celebration. And I also would like to urge all of us to make sure that this is not the only time we are here, and that we come back from time to time and use these facilities, because that's what really makes us healthy, is using them. Okay. So at this time, I would like to invite Dan Woods, the Chief Executive Officer of El Camino Health, to say a few words.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And please take a note at Pat's earrings, too. It's pretty exceptional. So it's such a pleasure to see everyone here on such a beautiful and wonderful day. I would like to also recognize that we have members of the district board here. And so I would like to call out Dr. Carol Summersell, John Zoglin, Julia Miller, and Dr. George Ting, who will follow me to say a few words as well. And so, this started as a vision from the city council. And so it's so nice to see that the people that had the vision to create this and the people that help actually make it happen are here today to celebrate such a great event. And so we all know that as it takes a village, if you will, to get things done. And so with your vision and our quest I would love to see this district and our community one of the healthiest populations in the nation. So maybe it'll start right here and it'll get a wave and keep on going. And so from a cardiovascular or calisthenic, basically using your own weight for exercise, reducing your BMI, if you're on medications I'm not a doctor, but I've heard from worked with other doctors that if you actually manage your BMI, your body mass index, by lowering it by about 10%, you can reduce the number of medications that you're on. I suggest consulting with your physician, and don't take my medical advice, but it gives you an idea of the impact of how physical fitness can have in your physical and mental health. And for me, it certainly makes me help sleep better at night. And so what I did earlier is I took a little walk around, and with your QR code, it will not only provide you videos with regards to how to use each machine, because I was pushing up and you should have been pulling down. And also there's an app that will help track to make sure that you're staying fit and keeping fit. And so all of this comes together to help us create a better and healthier environment and healthier residents who live and work in our community. And so it is an absolute pleasure to see it open. You take a look over here. Since it's been open in June, we've seen several people actively use this. I know Dr. Summersell came to the office when it first came here, and when it first opened up, he said, "Oh my gosh, you have got to go see how fantastic it is." And so with that, it is absolutely a pleasure to see everyone here and to begin it. And at this point in time, I would ask Dr. George Ting, Chair of the District Board, to please say a few words. Dr. Ting?
Thank you, Dan, and thank you for sparing me introducing all my colleagues. So on behalf of my fellow district board members, I'd like to thank the Mountain View leadership for partnering with us on this project. This is exactly strikes at the heart of the charge and mission of the district. For those who weren't here, which is most of you, in the 1950s, some residents formed the district to attend to the healthcare needs of the residents here, and this is a perfect example. If exercise were a medication, it would be a $1 trillion pill. And the reasons are obvious. I think we all know exercise helps your bones, your muscles, helps you look better. It helps you metabolically. Besides its effect on HDL, the good cholesterol, for those who aren't familiar with the distinction in diabetes, type 1 diabetes, usually in children, is because your body doesn't make insulin. Type 2 diabetes, which is much more common and usually among adults, but just as dangerous, is not due to the lack of production of insulin, it's due to insulin resistance. Your body makes the insulin, but the receptors, the muscles, where it should go, don't respond to it. Exercise is one of the few things that will reverse that, short of medication. So when you see a doctor, one of the first things he'll say, besides watching your weight, is exercise. You don't have to lose weight to get the benefits. It works on the insulin receptors. And exercise is fantastic for your brain. On the big picture, it's one of the few proven benefits ways to prevent Alzheimer's. We now have some new medications, expensive to treat it, but if you want to prevent it, exercise is your thing. Obviously, it helps mood for those of us who've done it, helps reduce anxiety. What more could you ask for? It's a great thing. All you have to do is do it, and that's the hard part. I tried out some of this stuff. It is very good stuff. I don't know who picked it, but I'm really impressed. It's outdoor equipment. It's durable. It's easy to use. I think it was a great investment, and I look forward to how it's going to help the community. So I'm happy to help commemorate this opening. As previous speakers have said, doesn't do much good if you don't come here. It is symbolic, but as Nike would say, just do it.
Thank you, Dr. Ting. Thank you, Dan. Okay, before we get to the good stuff, which is the ribbon cutting, I do want to recognize the following companies and individuals who really helped make this a reality, from the design so many years ago to the construction phase. The general contractor was Silicon Valley Paving, equipment manufacturer Greenfields Outdoor Fitness, civil engineers Sandus Civil Engineers. I also want to thank the following staff that started this project. Some of them have since retired, and then the staff that are currently involved that have brought this project to fruition. So from our Public Works Department, recently retired director as of last Friday, Don Cameron, Ed Arango, our Assistant Public Works Director at the time, now the Acting Director, David Prenti, the Principal Project Manager, Furiel Saidnia, Senior Project Manager, and Vincent Chang, the Assistant Engineer. And then from our Community Services Department, many of whom are here today, John Marchant, our Community Services Director, Brenda Sylvia, our Assistant Community Services Director, Tim Youngberg, Parks and Open Space Manager, Casey Williams, Park Supervisor, and Chris Rosa, Park Supervisor. Thank you all for all of your work to make this beautiful fitness center come to fruition. Okay, now I would like to invite City Council, Dan, Dr. Ting, John Cowan over for the ceremonial ribbon cutting. And then once this ribbon is cut, we're going to gather in front of the equipment and take a picture with everyone. I believe that's what I've been instructed. So if everyone would join me here at the ribbon, we will cut the ribbon.